Yo, what's up, everyone? It's your boy King A here. I know I've been on a little bit of a hiatus, and I'm sorry if I have to keep clearing my throat. There we go. Now my voice sounds better. But we have an announcement today. Some of you guys might have already seen this, but six-star champions are entering the contest. And this announcement, I'm a little disappointed. I read through it all, and the only way it's so. Let me just start. So today's announcement brings some exciting news about the future of the contest. We shared the latest info for Uncollected with you that includes six stars are coming. You started earning six-star shards very soon when you do. Wait, no. Is this the wrong one? Shit, this is the wrong fucking one. This is what I'm. This is what I'm looking for. There we go. Six stars during the contest January 31st. I know MCOC Infobot sent this out recently. I don't know how long after I'm going to upload this video, but it'll probably be within the hour. So in version 12.0, which will come out on January 31st in almost exactly 7 days. Sorry, there's a buzzing in my speaker. Does that? Just turn it off. But so in exactly 1 week, we will have this, and we'll obviously get our new event quest. 17.0, new loading screen, new what have you, and I think the biggest change is that six stars are entering. So six stars can be encountered while you play the game. We know there was the announcement a while ago. I forget what it was, saying that this would happen. I think it was in the summer, it was in August or something, and everyone was really mad because we're like, hey, we can't even max out five stars yet, and we just got able to max out five stars. Now they're adding six stars, so I don't. It might be. I feel like it's a little early. I feel like they should have waited another month or two, or after some piece of content where you could get a second five star maxed out. But this, I think, how powerful are six-star champions? A six-star champion at rank 1, level 25, will have slightly higher stats than a five-star champion at rank 4, level 55. If you're just pulling the champion and leveling them up, you basically have a rank 4 5-star, which is crazy. And six-star champions at rank 2, level 35, will have slightly higher stats than a five-star at rank 5, level 65. So, your six-star champion at rank 2 is basically as strong as a five-star maxed out, which is like a bigger power difference between 4 and 5 stars because you need a rank 3 5-star to basically be equal to a rank 4 to a rank 5 4-star. So they kind of up the stats curve, I guess. And you can acquire these. So yeah, so this is the uncollected difficulty. And six-star champions will be available in the six-star crystal for 10,000 six-star shards. I have about 6,000 right now because I haven't completed uncollected yet. And I'm going to try and do that in the next week. And after that, I'll have I think about 7,500 shards. 7,000, yeah, 7,500. And then from 100%ing Act 5, you get another 2,500. So you basically have exactly or 10,000 six-star shards. I think from the uncollected events, Act 5, and I think you need to dupe a couple of 5 stars. But from all of that, you'll basically have one six-star champion as soon as um, this comes out. So it'll be what's today, Wednesday? Next Wednesday, at least for, and Eastern Standard Time, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And so the 24 champions that I've included, y'all can read them here. I'm just going to go through them. I'm kind of disappointed. There are a couple good ones. We got Storm, Karnak. Storm is only good duped. Karnak has very limited utility. Captain America World War II is pretty good, was pretty good for Alliance War, but his utility has kind of faded away with Blade and Stark Spidey. And there's Juggernaut, which is just you need him duped and put him on Alliance War defense. And there's Gamora, who you kind of need duped as well for her damage output to really be high. Yondu is a very good heal blocker. Deadpool X-Force is kind of useless. Kingpin is also kind of useless. Red Hulk is about to get a buff, so this will be a better science champion here. Loki is not about to get a buff, and he's very bad. Angela is kind of like in the amazing demigod tier, I think in Seaton's tier list. But she's alright. Nebula can have very good damage output, but again, not the best. Cable, again, not the best. Winter Soldier, you need duped for the power drain. His specials do hit kind of hard, and the bleed, but out of all the skill champions, he's not the one. He's not the 5-star you're taking to rank 4 or rank 5, or the 4-star you're taking to rank 5. Then we got Luke Cage, who's also getting a buff, so I hope this will be good as well. Iron Fist um, kind of needs to be duped. King Groot also kind of needs to be duped. Green Goblin is okay. I don't think he really needs to be duped. Beast, Daredevil Classic needs to be duped. Yellow Jacket, Thor Jane Foster is one of the worst Mystic champions. I know that doesn't really mean much because the Mystic class is so um, good, but for the amount of resources it would take to take her up to rank 2, as a 6-star, you don't really want to invest that. And then Black Bolt and Rocket Raccoon. Rocket Raccoon needs to be duped. I think Black Bolt needs to be duped. So, my main problem with all of these champions is that almost every single one of them, except for Captain America World War II and Red Hulk and Luke Cage, need to be duped, which are all science champions, need to be duped to actually be good. Um, which, these crystals are incredibly rare, especially after you open your first one, because you don't get to have that extra chunk of 5,000 shards from Act 5, because you can't do that. You can't farm shards from Act 5. You can only get it once. And they said they're releasing a featured 6-star crystal in the future. So this is the leveling and rank up. These champions are incredibly expensive to rank up. And so from rank 1 to rank 2, it's 7 tier 4 basic catalysts, 7 tier 4 class catalysts for whatever class it is, 7 tier 2 alpha catalysts, and 3 tier 5 basic catalysts, which doesn't even make any sense because at level 60 you can only hold 2 tier 5 basic catalysts. So I'm guessing in 17.0 they'll change this to 4, and the reason I think it's 4 is because you need 4 tier 5 basic catalysts to take them up to rank 2. Um, and so the average gold per level is almost 25,000. So times 25. Hold on, let me pull out the calculator real quick. So 25,000 times 25 is 6,250 to level them up, and then to rank up to rank 2, it's another 529,000. So 529,000, yeah. So it takes over a million gold just to get them up to rank 2 level 1. And then from rank 2 to level 3, you need 8 tier 4 class catalysts, 8 tier 2 alpha catalysts, 4 tier 4 tier 5 base catalysts, and 1 tier 5 class catalyst. So I'm guessing there with 17.0, maybe this announcement will come in the next week. With Alliance Quest, they're going to up the rewards. So tier 2 alpha catalysts are going to be easier to obtain because tier 4 class catalysts are very easy to obtain when you're at a high level. I have 13 chilling in my stash right now because I'm about to overflow on every single one. So I'm not really mad at this one. I'm kind of annoyed that you need tier 4 basic catalysts and tier 5 basic catalysts. Like in the 5 stars, you need tier 1 alpha catalyst and tier 2 alpha catalyst to get them up to rank 4. I find that incredibly annoying, but hey, what are you going to do? And they're going to make it super rare. So basically, everyone's going to form these from fragments. 1 tier 5 class catalyst, and those will probably only be in the map 6 crystals. Maybe you get 1 tier 5 class catalyst crystal for like being the number 1 alliance in AQ. And then the average gold per cost is 26,934, so that's 35 levels. 6,934 times, what is it, 35? Hold on, wait. I did I did this wrong on my calculator. 934 times 35 is 942,000. So the total cost to take a champion from rank 1, level 1 to rank 3, level 35 is about 2 million gold. Actually, I feel like that's wrong. No, I think that's about right. 2 million gold. Um, and additional details for rank 4 and higher will be released in the near future. I think this will be a little down the road. And when Act 6 is finally finished, we'll be able to max out our 6 stars, kind of like how they did with 5 stars. I think the introduction of new items will kind of go along that line. And then there's finally the new mechanic, which is adrenaline. I know if you saw Seaton's video, there was that little 20% around their health, which I think was representative of the adrenaline mechanic. And you can use your 6 stars anywhere. Just get that out of the way. So, adrenaline. When your champion is hit by the opponent, 100% of the damage is dealt to your champion as usual. In addition, adrenaline is added to your champion's health bar. So the adrenaline added is based on a percentage of the damage received. So you can't get 100% of your health back from adrenaline, but you can get some. So if you have something like so a regen paired with adrenaline is kind of like all you need. And then when your champion hits the opponent, um, you the adrenaline is subtracted from your champion and converted into regular health. And it's a percentage of your champion's attack rating. So we'll kind of see how that works once it's actually in. And the effect only occurs on light, medium, heavy, and special attacks. So abilities and like bleed and poison. I'm guessing neurotoxin as well, or like black ISO with Kingpin, or degen with Dormammu. Any like damage over time debuffs, this doesn't really affect. And then it is applied on hits and blocks. When you're blocking, you can gain adrenaline, and also when you're hitting them while they're blocking, you can also gain adrenaline. And then when your champion is idling, so I think is that just standing still or not hitting? That's what I'm guessing. 1.5 seconds after your champion is hit, adrenaline starts to decay, and it decays at a rate of 1.5% of your champion's total health per second. So that's kind of like old willpower for some kind of if you're more of a old school player. Um, if you're concerned about 6 stars, you definitely are. So you kind of know what that is like. And I'm so when it says idling, I don't know if that means this timer is reset if you like are hitting them while they're blocking. Like, does it 1.5 after? No, it's after your champion is hit. But it says when your champion is idling. So it's kind of confusing. I don't know what it's gonna be like. Again, one of those things where we actually need to play with the champions to realize. And hopefully I can have some videos on that when they come out. So I'm gonna try and finish Act 5. I don't know if I will, but I will try. And then adrenaline does not interact with your masteries or buff nodes, so is not affected by effects like heal block, which is good. But for like the recovery mastery, you don't get increased uh, regen. And then the one exception is healing abilities. When your champion heals, it reduces the amount of adrenaline they have. So if you have like a 6 star champion like Blade, you swipe back, you're healing, and you have any adrenaline, it's kind of reduced. So you kind of want to, as much as you can, not regen, and like you want to use the adrenaline to regen and then use that plus your adrenaline. I know for champions, I was about to say Wolverine, but Wolverine will probably never be a 6 star because he's not even a 5 star. But maybe someone like X23, uh, one adrenaline is reduced from their health bar. So it's a little the adrenaline mechanic is a little confusing. At least I think. Maybe you guys don't think so. Tell me in the comments below. But yeah, that is the 6 star announcement. I I'm not excited about the first roster. I hope in 17.0 they also add the buffs for Luke Cage and Red Hulk. Maybe a couple more buffs for someone like Loki, maybe Karnak, um, maybe Daredevil Classic, maybe Beast. I don't know. They haven't announced that they're looking at changes for those champions. But it'd just be a nice surprise, and maybe some item cap increases. I think they might do that with the tier 2 alphas, because a lot of people do have them in overflow just because they don't have the 5 star roster to take anyone up to rank 4 or rank 5 that they want. And yeah, I hope this is good for the game. But I don't know.